Sending you peace, blessings, and abundance, my loves. Always, as always. I want to start to do some things a little different, meaning I'm still going to be on my spiritual kick because the actual reason for my channel is I want to express things to help elevate all of us in the consciousness, and elevating our spiritual, our mental, and our physical selves. And today I want to start to get more on the physical kick. So just some different things we can start doing, not just like, I get into my meditation and different things that I talk about that you guys can do, crystals and all that, which is all awesome. However, now I want to talk about today actual food that would be beneficial for you to eat. It's actually something that I used to eat when I was a little kid because my mom, she was big on fruits and vegetables. And this particular fruit is called a muscadine grape, which is spelled M-U-S-C-A-D-I-N-E. And it is in the grape family. It is indigenous to the southeastern United States. I'm from Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. So, like I said, I grew up on it. It was something that my mom would get for me, and I would kill it, because it was so good to me. It comes in 2 different colors. I have some here because I picked it up from the market a couple of days ago. I was so ecstatic to even find it, but it comes in this greenish, bronzy color, and then also, which the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I like to say the darker the berry, the more healthy the juice. This is the purple one, which has most of the benefits. Just like anything in nature, if it comes in like a green color or a purple color, the purple color is normally going to have more benefits for you, and be the best choice. Not that the green one's not good as well. However, the purple one or red one, whatever you want to call it, does have most of the benefits. So what I'm going to discuss today about this particular grape, most of this is coming actually from the purple one. Okay, so like I said, it is indigenous to where I'm from, and I grew up on it. So even though it's in the grape family, as you can see, it's much bigger than your normal or average grape. And it also has a thick skin that protects the inside of it. So the skin, which I used to eat when I was little, I ate the whole thing, everything except for the seeds. Like I said, it has the skin on the outer layer, and then in the inside, it has the part that looks like the grape on the inside, except for it is actually thicker than your normal grape as well. And when you bite into it, or you can just, I like to press it and then push the seeds out. Even though you can actually eat the seeds if you want, the seeds are really bitter. The skin is bitter, but it's not as bitter as the seeds. The inside of it is sweet, so you get this bitter sweet taste. So it's, to me, it tastes really good to eat the skin and the inside of it together. Okay. What else? So most of the health benefits are actually contained in the skin and the seeds, though. Of course, the sweeter part, just like any other fruit, is normally not the best part or the most healthiest part for you to eat. But 90% of the health benefits come from the skin and the seeds. Okay, so let me see. I took some notes because I'm going to talk a little bit about the scientific part of it, which I was aware, of course, of the taste and the flavor because I ate it before. But when I was little, I wasn't aware. I wasn't aware of all the different things that this particular fruit aids in, So, one fun fact about this fruit is it has an extra chromosome. So grapes have 19 chromosomes, most grapes. This is the only grape that has 20 chromosomes. And that extra chromosome has genes that supply a broader range of health benefits to us. And some of those benefits, I'm going to talk about 2 of those benefits that come from that extra chromosome, okay? So there are 2 particular bioactive components that I want to talk about that, that the muscadine grape has. And that is the resveratrol, 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 and the ellagic acid, which is ELLAGIC. Okay? And so I'm going to start off with the resveratrol. Even though there are plenty of other benefits, I think, or components that make up this particular one, including vitamin C. But we all know or should be aware of the benefits of vitamin C. I just wanted to stick with these two because if I went over all the components, to be honest, this video just talking about this one grape probably could last me almost an hour. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick with those two. So starting with resveratrol, the formula for that is carbon 14, hydrogen 12, and oxygen 3. So you already see that it's made up of carbon, which is, you know, what our melanin is made out of, this eumelanin for the people who are deeply melanated, and hydrogen and oxygen. And we breathe in oxygen, and we also produce hydrogen in our bodies. And all three of those are definitely important for the function of this physical body. So just knowing the formula right off the bat, you know that it has elements that we need in order to maintain and keep this body healthy. So just right there. All right. This particular component is produced by several plants, and the reason why the plants produce it, they produce it in response to an injury that they may occur, and they also produce it when they're under attack by a pathogen, and a pathogen could be anything from bacteria to some type of fungi. All right, so now I'm going to jump into the health benefits of it. So the health benefits of resveratrol is it actually helps in lowering your blood pressure. Goodness, get it out, Elisa. Lowering your blood pressure. It also aids in weight loss and in maintaining a healthy weight. It increases your lifespan. It protects the brain, which aids in the prevention of Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. That is like hella like serious. So it protects your brain and the memory. So it aids in the memory in the brain, which helps protect you against Alzheimer's, and then it also helps protect you against Parkinson's disease. It increases insulin sensitivity and prevents complications from diabetes, and it does that by protecting against oxidative stress, which causes some of the complications of diabetes. Also with diabetes, it decreases inflammation, which is a key contributor to diabetes, and then it activates AMPK, and if you don't know what that is, I wasn't aware as well. This is a protein that helps the body metabolize glucose, okay? And so activated AMPK helps keep the blood sugar levels low. And you know that with diabetes, a lot of people who are diabetic wind up taking the insulin shots, which are supposed to regulate this. However, this particular fruit naturally does that. You know, nature already. So that just goes to show we were eating the things that we were supposed to eat. None of the shit that happens to the body would be happening. So if you deal with or diabetes or have been diagnosed with it and you take insulin, you can try incorporating muscadine grapes into your diet and just monitor yourself and just see how your body reacts to it. And that's what I always want to tell people to do when you're dealing with food. Is a lot of people, I hear people say all the time, oh, I couldn't be a vegan, or I have to eat meat, all these things. That's fine if that's where your mentality is, because that's where your consciousness, that's where you are right now, currently. That's currently where your thought process and your mind is at this level, to be honest, and not to try to be mean. That's just more of being in an unconscious way of thinking, because when you do open up to more consciousness and you allow your mind to expand, a lot of that whole what you couldn't do, you don't even have that type of mentality, because there's no such thing as can't. Can't is not a part of your vocabulary, because you understand that what benefits your body and what benefits you as a whole is normally not going to be found in meat. So I get it, because I used to say that, oh, I could never, just eat vegetables and fruit, even though I used to pretty much only eat vegetables and fruit when I was younger. That was my favorite thing. So yeah, it's just that as I got older and I start eating more meat, what you do is you start changing the coding in your DNA, because you're now sending that information that's coming from that meat. Because think about it like this. Everything you consume is information. So the food you consume is information. The music you listen to is information. The TV you watch is information. All of that is information that is coming into your body, okay? And your cells have to process and break that information down. So it's basically, if you're sending the information from the meat, you're changing the way that the coding, like a computer, you're changing the code in your body. So the things that you used to like, or the things that are better for you, a lot of times become dormant. You know what I'm saying? So basically the cells that full joy fruits and vegetables and don't really want the meat, those are dormant, and now you've activated and changed the way that your body reacts to, you know, certain foods that are actually good for it, and the way it reacts to foods that are not so good for it. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Hopefully that makes sense, because I'm really not trying to knock anybody. However, I do have to just be honest. It is better to eat more of a plant-based diet, because the fruits and vegetables and nuts, they have things that our body needs in order to keep it functioning healthy, you know, and functioning in the way that it was designed to do. All right, so just think about like a car. You put gas in your car. You go to the gas station and you go get unleaded. Would you go put some, go get some vegetable oil and pour that in there, some canola oil and pour it in there, and think that car is supposed to operate the way that it was designed to operate with unleaded gas? Hell no, you wouldn't do that. So you have to think about your body the same way. All right, so I already talked about how they help keeps your blood sugar low, and it eases joint pain. It suppresses cancer cells, which, dun dun dun, like, you know, a lot of people today have been developing cancer, and, you know, people who never smoked cigarettes and things like that, because they try to push the message, making you think as long as you don't smoke cigarettes, you won't ever get cancer. Bullshit. So anyone who's aware knows that the food in fast food restaurants, in our grocery stores, all that processed bullshit is what is causing a lot of people to develop cancer cells or cancerous cells. This fruit actually suppresses cancer cells. And that's the component, the resveratrol that I'm talking about. It inhibits cancer cell growth, which means that it keeps the cells from replicating and spreading. That is awesome. That's just this is the first component. Now I'm going to talk about the second component, even though, like I said, it has more than just these two. So ellagic acid is a natural phenol antioxidant, which is found in 46 different fruits and nuts. Okay, it is a potent anti-carcinogen. All right, and its formula is carbon 14, hydrogen 6, and oxygen 8. So it has the same three formulas, the same three elements that the resveratrol has in it, which I just talked about, okay? And now we're going to jump into the benefits, and you'll notice how these benefits mirror each other. So that's basically like you're getting a double dose just from these two components, even though I told you there are plenty more to that I could discuss. All right? So the benefits: it protects against oxidative stress, which means that it has been shown, in this case, which means that it has been shown to scavenge free radicals and neutralize them. And when I'm speaking of free radicals, I'm talking about cancerous cells. So they did some studies, and it showed that it caused the breast cancer cells to basically self-destruct and stop them from spreading. All right. Also, it is has been shown that, let me jump to the bottom because I have the cancer benefits in two different places for whatever reason, but it has the ability to inhibit mutations within your cell's DNA. That's why it is a cancer inhibitor. All right, it has the ability to cause, it's called apoptosis, which means a normal cell death in cancer cells, so they die. And it also has anti-aging properties, which means it's effective in treating wrinkles and inflammation. All right. It is a powerful agent against pancreatitis, and it helps with weight loss and reduction in obesity as well. So yeah, both of these components in this one fruit are just like phenomenal when it comes to any of the to me top 2 things that a lot of people in the melanated communities are dealing with right now, which is cancer and diabetes. Okay, so if you haven't ever tried these, you definitely should pick them up. They're called Muscadine. Even though on the bottom, you know how people came to the country and decided to put different names to it, but it does say Muscadines on the bottom of this one. I know they're called another name. I think it's called Scuppernongs or something like that. So if you don't see Muscadine, look for the name Scuppernong, and I think it's spelled Scuppernongs. Muscadine, again, is Muscadine. These are the most powerful grapes that you probably can eat on the planet. They, for my Jamaican familia, they actually, to me, on the outside, the green ones, they look similar to Guineps. Even though you don't eat the skin of the Guinep, you actually can eat the skin of these. And the Guinep has one big seed, and you just suck off the sweet part. And they're like more of a peachy color on the inside. This is actually more of a greenish color on the inside, and it has 3 to 4 seeds on the inside, which you could actually eat if you wanted to. All right. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Again, Muscadine grapes are the shit. Okay, they are one of the most beneficial grapes, actually the most beneficial grape that you can eat. And they're grown in the southeastern part of the country. If you don't live in the southeastern part of the country, I'm pretty sure you can go to a farmer's market and find them. I know at Namdaemun they have them. I had already gotten these from a local market in College Park. However, I know that they also carry them there because I saw both of them. So I know that this information, and I trust that this information is beneficial to you guys and is something you need in order to better yourselves and to cleanse out your body, detox it, and get it to where you want it to be. You know what I'm saying? I'll be 40 years old in November. This physical body will be 40 years young in November, and I've never felt as healthy as I feel now. Like a couple of years back, before I started to get on my whole vegan thing, like that, to be honest, it wasn't something I planned. I didn't say, oh hey, you know, I want to be plant-based and eating. It just naturally happened as my consciousness started to expand. That's why I made the comment that a lot of people who say that they have to eat meat is because your consciousness hasn't expanded. You're still unconscious on some level. So like I said, which is fine, because we all go in our different levels and our different stages. It's a process to me. And so just what I went through and the stresses that I went through at that time, it started me to change the way I was doing a lot of things. And so since that changed my capacity for understanding the benefits of everything in my life changed. And that was down from my food, that was down from, you know, who was around me, that was down from the things that I was watching and listening to, like everything. I just started to be much more aware of how everything was affecting me. And that's why I said that you can just, you know, start to incorporate certain things in your diet and just see how it makes you feel. Start to take out some things in your diet and see how that makes you feel. That is really the best way to see what works for you. And to be honest, if you start increasing your fruits and vegetables, you'll automatically start to feel better. Like your stress and anxiety levels will go down. Not only will it be a benefit for your body, your physical body, so like your weight and everything like that, your skin, it'll just be a benefit for you as a whole in your mental capacity. And honestly, it'll help you open up your conscious level as well higher. So my loves, I just wanted to share that information with you about one of my favorite fruits on this planet. I love you so much, and I thank you so much for your support. I thank you for watching my videos. I thank you for subscribing to my channel and for checking me out on my Instagram, Knowledge Butterfly. Love you guys. Peace.